There's another old saying too, Rich, beware the early crow, mate.
So how do you feel about it?
Well prepared. Guys were really good. We had a moment in the third quarter where I thought we lost our way for a little bit, but got back on track. Round one, to perform like that in front of really good crowd, I thought, for Easter Sunday, it was very satisfying, but we all know it's a long season ahead of us. We've got Collingwood in 6 days. They'll be great competition.
So what stood out in terms of what made Adelaide play so effectively and efficiently in that second quarter?
Yeah, I was actually at quarter time. I was disappointed with our ground ball and tackle. We actually got beaten, despite the fact the scoreboard looked okay. But in the second quarter, I really liked the pressure we were able to put on North Melbourne. Dropped away again in the third, but then I was really happy again in the last that we were able to match them and get ahead of them in that area.
Did you let the third pass and you expected a reaction from your opposition? So
no, the boys are about to watch the 4 centre bounces from the third quarter and look at the first centre bounce of the last quarter, and I'm going to ask them, what's going on, guys? Where's the intensity? And it stood out. Now I'm sure Brad gave his guys a bit of a talking to at half time, and they're a good team, so we knew they were going to respond. But I was very disappointed with those 4 centre bounces.
You played very well as a team, but how did you rate Tex Walker's performance?
What do you have? 11 shots at goal or something? Played team footy. Great captain's game from Tex first up. I liked all our forwards though. I thought they all contributed. Charlie came into the game late in the last quarter. I thought he played his part as well.
But you seem to have added more and more edges to some of the players. Like that's everyone just pigeonholes him as this goal square forward, yet you put him up around the centre square. Cameron, you've made him play around that area. There's others that seem to have been developing second and third strings under you. How critical has that been in your thinking about making Adelaide a better side?
I think that's where the game's going, Rooch. That's what you've got to have. You only have to have a look at Hawthorn and how they can swing their players, and it makes it really hard for opposition coaches. And I thought today a number of our players did that really well. I thought Smith and Henderson, whether they were on a wing or they were half back, Dangerfield and Betts, where were they? It makes it hard for the opposition. So, no, I was really happy with the way the guys have bought into that. Some players don't like it. Some players go, oh no, this is my traditional spot. But I haven't had any of that as yet.
There was a lot of expectation about today's game. Was there a point before or during the game when you thought, or did you feel comfortable that the players were doing what they were told?
Look, I've felt that way actually probably all through the NAB challenge. I've been really happy with what the guys have been trying to do. We've had a really long pre-season, which has been helpful for me, which means we've had a lot of time to get organised. This group also, when I first walked into the club, they want to get better. They've had an appetite for hard work. They've had an appetite for wanting to know how to get into structure, and I couldn't be happy with how they're doing that at the moment. We know we'll have our tests though, and like I said, it's round one. We all need just to take a little bit of a cold shower.
How did you find the experience today? The first time as coach, senior coach?
Yeah, I got asked a lot during the week whether I was excited. Being in footy excites me, but without downplaying it, it was actually just another day at the office for me. This is what I like doing. It's game day. Yeah, I was in a different role, but I know how coach's box should operate. And I know, although I haven't been the senior coach, I know how that person should perform. Today was a pretty easy day, though, in some regards, because we got off to such a great start. We'll have our tests just like the players do during the year.
What sort of confidence does it give you to beat a preliminary finalist like that by 11 goals?
No, it gives us great confidence. I really admire North Melbourne Footy Club. I think they're really well coached. Got to a preliminary final last year. They built their list really well. So that gives us great confidence, albeit it's a very small sample size. It's one game.
Consistency is a big issue for the club, I know, here, but do you need to talk about that to reinstall you need another performance like that to get the season going?
All of the above. Just as I said before, we're about to show the players that part of the third quarter I wasn't happy with.
So how are you going with that, Phil, when you know that there will be, like you say, round one, cold shower, there will be this enormous enthusiasm? Can you embrace it, or do you need to ward it off?
Yeah, I understand this town, so I'll be very quickly making sure the players are aware we're going to be up against really good competition. Collingwood, Saturday night in Melbourne, and it goes on and on and on. It's a marathon, and you have to have resilient. You have to be able to step up. If you bathe in the glory for too long, you'll end up straight down the shower the next week. I've seen it so many times.
You were out at Richmond yesterday. What did you make of James Footsy-Adley's? How far away is he from senior selection?
Yeah, James has got a role to play for us this year, so I'm probably looking at him more to play back. But I was really happy with Talia, Hardig and Cheney, how they worked together today. Pods knows where he stands. I thought he was really good yesterday at Richmond Oval, and his leadership around the club and what he's been doing is fantastic. I still think he's got a role to play at some time this year.
So was he comfortable with the decision to play reserves?
He's been fantastic so far. I've kept Pods informed exactly what I've been thinking. He knows where he sits. With your older players, you need to be having that conversation on a regular basis with me, and I'll make sure Pods is on the same page as me.
And Scott Thompson, 3/4 yesterday, is he in line for a comeback?
Yeah, well, both Scott Thompson and Matt Crouch played really well yesterday, as you saw. It'll just be a question of whether we think they've had enough game time or not. And also, we had really good performances from the guys today. So I'm one who rewards performance, and I don't think there'll be too many in the team today who deserve really being put out of the team next week.
So you know how pre-season numbers, once you go down on a stat sheet, you always have to wonder what sort of opposition you're playing in pre-season. Then you get a real genuine round one, which you label like finals intensity. What do you think really stands out today that tells you that this is a genuine change at Adelaide?
Oh, I'm not buying into that just yet, Rich. I need a greater sample size. So we've got work to do. I didn't like what I saw at the start of the third quarter, and it's really easy for that to creep in to other parts of games as well. So I'm still having a cold shower, Rich.
What's your emotion? Is it joy or relief?
It's a really funny one, but in my time in footy, there's only after one game where I've ever had total satisfaction, and that's the 2004 grand final. And basically, that's our gig a bit. That's what we're like. I'm already into Collingwood straight away now. So I'll go home tonight. I'll obviously watch this game, but already my thoughts, will Brown come up? Who am I going to play on their smalls? Those things come into our world immediately after that siren goes. It's just the industry. It's how it is. I'll try and enjoy it with the fans tonight as I walk out. I'll try and enjoy it with my family because they've put up a lot of sacrifices and they all came here today, which was great. So I'll enjoy it with those people, but more for that they're happy for me. But I know this industry, it's a ruthless industry. You can't take your eye off the ball for one moment because someone's watching and someone's preparing to come and get you.
Is there a sense of relief like that?
I'd rather have won than lost, Rich. But if we'd lost, I'm still on the same vision, I'm on the same journey. This isn't going to happen overnight. I'm not Mandrake. It comes down to whether the players are prepared to do the hard work. Win the ground ball, win the tackle, that goes a long way to doing that. We did that well today.
All good, guys?